Did you know that the largest diamond ever discovered was 3,106 and 3/4 carats? That's about 1.37 pounds. Now, that's a lot of sparkle. This colossal gem, known as the Cullinan diamond, was unearthed in South Africa in the year 1905. Imagine the astonishment of the miners when they discovered this treasure. It was so massive, in fact, that it had to be cut into several smaller, yet still incredibly impressive diamonds. Some of these pieces have found their way into the British crown jewels, gracing the heads of royalty and dazzling the world with their brilliance. The story of the Cullinan diamond is a tale of discovery, awe, and royal splendor. It's a fact that's as captivating as the diamond itself. But not everything you've heard about diamonds is as factual as the story of the Cullinan diamond. You've probably heard that diamonds are the hardest substance on Earth, but is that really true? Well, before we examine that, let's talk about how we measure hardness. It's not about how tough something is to break, but rather how well a material resists being scratched. Now, diamonds do top the list when we're talking about natural substances. They are indeed the hardest natural material known to man. However, if we're considering all substances, natural or otherwise, diamonds lose their crown. Scientists have been able to create substances that surpass diamonds on the hardness scale. Two notable examples are aggregated diamond nanorods and ultra-hard fullerite. These man-made substances have a greater resistance to scratching than diamonds, making them technically harder. So, while diamonds are incredibly hard, they're not the hardest substance out there. It's a small distinction, but one that shows the fascinating complexities of our world and the materials in it. Another common myth is that diamonds are rare, but how rare are they really? Let's take a closer look. When we think of diamonds, we usually picture those sparkling gems set in jewelry. These high-quality diamonds suitable for use in such applications are indeed relatively rare. However, diamonds in their raw form are far from scarce. Diamonds are abundant and can be found in many places around the globe. They are not just confined to traditional diamond mines in Africa or Australia. In fact, they exist beneath the Earth's surface on every continent. Diamonds can be found in riverbeds, under the sea, and even in the Arctic tundra. Furthermore, not all diamonds are of gem quality. Industrial-grade diamonds, which are used for drilling, cutting, and grinding, are even more plentiful. So it's important to distinguish between the rarity of gem-quality diamonds and the abundance of diamonds in general. So, diamonds aren't as rare as you might have thought. We've all heard the saying, diamonds are forever. But is this really the case? Let's delve into this commonly held belief and see if it stands up to scrutiny. First off, while diamonds are undoubtedly tough, they are not invincible. Under certain conditions, diamonds can be burned. Yes, that's right. These precious gems can turn to ash if exposed to intense heat. Similarly, diamonds can be shattered. Although they are one of Earth's hardest substances, they have a crystalline structure that can fracture under sufficient pressure. So while a diamond might resist a hammer's blow, if struck precisely along one of its crystal planes, it can split or even shatter. And if you think that's surprising, consider this. Diamonds can dissolve. In certain types of liquid, such as a hot solution of sulfuric acid, a diamond will slowly disappear, leaving no trace behind. So despite what you may have heard, diamonds are not forever. One of the most pervasive myths is that diamonds can't be made, they can only be found. But is this true? Let's dive into the world of synthetic diamonds, a fascinating realm where science meets sparkle. The process of creating synthetic diamonds is truly a marvel of modern science. In a lab setting, scientists mimic the conditions under which diamonds naturally form deep beneath the Earth's crust. They subject carbon atoms to extreme pressure and heat, just like Mother Nature would. The result? A synthetic diamond that is chemically, physically, and optically identical to a natural diamond. These aren't the diamond-like cubic zirconia or moissanite that may come to mind. These are bona fide diamonds with the same sparkle, hardness, and allure as their natural counterparts. But how can we be sure they're the real deal? Just as with natural diamonds, these lab-grown gems can be evaluated and graded by gemological laboratories. They're examined for the 4 C's: carat, cut, clarity, and color. And they can be just as stunning as any diamond that was mined from the Earth. The growing popularity of these man-made marvels is fueled by more than just their undeniable beauty. Lab-grown diamonds come with a lower price tag, making them a more affordable option for many. Plus, they're produced without the environmental and ethical concerns that come with mining. In fact, The rise of synthetic diamonds is reshaping the entire diamond industry. It's challenging the long-held belief that diamonds are a scarce resource, and it's providing a more sustainable and ethical alternative for diamond enthusiasts. But perhaps most importantly, it's debunking the myth that diamonds can't be made. Because not only can diamonds be created in a lab, they're every bit as real, as beautiful, and as valuable as their natural counterparts. So not only can diamonds be made, but these man-made diamonds are just as real as their natural counterparts. As we continue to unveil the truths behind diamond myths, remember this: whether made by nature or by man, a diamond's allure is truly timeless. We've debunked some common myths about diamonds today. Let's take a moment to recap what we've learned. Myth 1 was the belief that diamonds are the hardest substance on Earth. While it's true that diamonds are incredibly hard, they're not the hardest substance known to man. That title actually goes to aggregated diamond nanorods, a material that is incredibly difficult to synthesize but is undeniably harder than a diamond. Next, we tackled the myth that diamonds are rare. In reality, diamonds are far from the rarest gem on the planet. In fact, they're relatively common when compared to other gems. Many factors contribute to their perceived rarity, including marketing strategies and controlled supply chains. But when it comes to pure occurrence in nature, diamonds are not as rare as you might think. The third myth was the famous phrase, "Diamonds are forever." While diamonds are indeed durable and can last for a very long time, they're not truly immortal. Given enough time, heat, and pressure, a diamond will eventually turn back into its original form, graphite. This process takes billions of years, but it does happen. Lastly, we debunked the myth that diamonds can't be made. This couldn't be further from the truth. With modern technology, we can now artificially create diamonds in a lab. These lab-grown diamonds have the same physical properties and chemical composition as natural diamonds, but they're made in a fraction of the time it takes for diamonds to form naturally. It's been a fascinating journey exploring these myths and revealing the truths about diamonds. They are beautiful, captivating, and have been the subject of fascination for centuries. But like anything else, it's important to understand the reality behind the sparkle. Remember, diamonds may be fascinating, but it's always best to separate fact from fiction.